What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you all know, I lost my bag, I lost all my lures, my plastics, I lost everything out at the lake a couple weeks ago. I still have a big shipment of like close to $300 worth of stuff coming from Carl's Bait and Tackle, but I went to Bass Pro the other day and picked up a decent chunk of baits. Also got a new backpack, so that's freaking awesome. We're slowly working our gear back up, and I just thought I'd go through a couple of these lures and make a quick little video for you guys, and maybe give you guys some ideas and some tips to use for late spring and throughout summer. The spinnerbait, I mean, I got everything here I got at Bass Pro. So this is a Booyah half-ounce spinnerbait. Obviously you can use these on weed lines, you can use these in chocolatey water, clear water. I like them in more murky water. They just tend to work better, so that works pretty darn well. So there's that. We got underspin. Underspins are awesome. I love throwing them in open water and around any sort of structure. They work really well. I got some tungsten weights. I got those 3/8. I like tungsten because tungsten it's more of a denser material, and for a smaller profile it's a lot more pricey, but for a smaller profile sinker it slides in and out of coverage a lot better, and it's just a smaller profile bait altogether. I got these blade baits. Well, yeah, I think these are blades. Blitz baits. These are just a basic Cabela's brand, but these work really good in fall and winter, so I thought I'd pick some of those up. Basic jerk baits work year-round. Open water, near cover, works really well. Another Booyah spinnerbait. We got little, I believe this is an 8-foot. Yep, this one dives 8 feet. Little bluegill imitation. We got lipless, basic shad imitation. We got a little bass imitation, lipless right there. We got some jig heads because I got some swim baits coming in, so you always need those to pair that up with. We got a deep diving crankbait, typical sexy shad color, you can't go wrong with that. We got all of these. We got our crappie grubs. We got the purple and the gold with the chartreuse, and then I thought this was an interesting color, a little like gold kind of speckling through the water. I think it would work pretty darn well. So we got those two. We got another lipless crank. Red always works killer, especially during the spawn, but they work year round. They work pretty darn well. I saw these for the crappies, the little underspin crappie jig heads. I thought these were really cool, and my favorite color is pink jig head, so it kind of worked out. So I want to give those a shot. So I mean, those were only $3 for 25. I thought that was a killer deal. More tungsten half-ounce weights. The other ones were 3/8 ounce. You got more underspins right there. Crappie jig heads, 16 ounce. It's the primary size I use. More grubs for crappies. Same, more grubs for crappies. Pink always works excellent, and also these ones with the triple ripple tail. The Bass Pro brand, I mean, very underrated. We got the typical Z-Man, Ned Rig hooks and net heads, everything like that. We got 10,000 fish, Death Stalker. These things shred year round. I mean, I started using those last year, and I mean, you could cast them anywhere. You could fish them in ponds, canals, you could fish them in lakes, just cast them parallel to the shore, any sort of structure. They work really good. We got quarter ouncers right there, different color, because for different color swim baits, match them up a little bit better. More blitz baits. Got that sunrise shad color. Another one. This one is a, gosh, I don't even know how to say that. Blade bait. Fabrique and chain. I don't know what that is, but it's a weird name, but that will shred during the fall and the winter for bass with the little blade baits. Right here you got the basic 3/16 ounce little bullet weights for worms and stuff like that. You got the basic drop shot hook right there. You got chatterbaits that you can use. Chatterbaits that you can use in any sort of water. They work really, really well. Then we got 10,000 fish. The strobe strips. These are freaking awesome. This is a natural color, and they look like perfect little bait shad imitations. They shred on the drop shot. Then you got the Sakoshi bug. These things just annihilate fish in general, springtime. You got another death stalker right there, and I got a couple more on their way. White spinnerbait. I like using white spinnerbaits with white blades and everything, the Colorado and the leaf, in murky water. I think that it just shows up really well, and the fish, from when I have used them, just personal opinion, I think they like it a bit more. You got more of a natural color shad type imitation chatterbait. You got a 10 to 12 foot diver. Let's see what else we got. We got the Rage Shell by Striking, the Okeechobee Croc color. Another great, I mean, you can pair that up with the jig, you fish that normal, you could throw that on a Texas rig. I mean, just absolutely annihilates. And then you got the Rage Croc. It's kind of like a blue with like a green back. This one's called Moon Juice. I haven't really used the Rage Crocs very much, so I don't really know their colors that much. And at Bass Pro, they were having a sale on these little square bells, the little Booyah square bells. And I was like, man, let's get a better view for you guys. And I was just thinking, you know, that's actually a pretty cool looking square bell for $3. Screw it, I'll give it a shot. Then this one actually looks like it's gonna end up being my favorite just by the color. You could fish this in just about any color water. Primarily clear would be best, but I mean, this will show up in many different textures of water. So that's a 10 to 12 footer. You got the other, oh my gosh, there we go. You got the other Booyah square bow crank. Then I went and you could go check these guys out on Instagram, Heathens Bass Fishing. I wanted to give them a shot, so I got their little sampler pack. So they're just a small bait company, I believe out of Kentucky. This thing's actually pretty cool. I can't wait to use this, especially in ponds. It's like a little buzzbait, whopper plopper type deal. And I mean, just super simple. Anything will be able to get a hold of it. They put a really freaking sticky hook on here. This is a very, very sharp hook. So I'm very, very happy about that. Then they got little tiny craws. Little tiny craws that you can pair up with a little Ned head, which is perfect because I have the perfect size for them. So this color is a Swamp Duty. That's what they call that color. Then you got the typical Senkos. You got the black and blue Senkos. Never go wrong with that. You got an outlaw orange color that they make. It's gonna be a little bit interesting using these, but definitely should be able to catch a fish or two on them. Then you got a little trick worm, a little 7-inch. They call this color the ice, and I like it. I think it's a pretty cool color. It's gonna imitate a little shad, little bait on the bottom, just bouncing around. Then they call this little beaver the grape jelly, just because of the color. I mean, kind of like a June bug color, but it has that grape jelly appeal to it. And the cool thing is the appendages are still attached, so whenever you're ready to use them, just pop the appendages apart and throw it on a 3/0, 4/0 hook, however you want to do it, weightless, with a 1/2 ounce, 3/8 ounce, whatever weight you want to put on it. Then they got the little jointed fluke, and this one is called the Green Melon, little 5-inch jointed fluke. So that's gonna be really fun to fish in the ponds. And then they call this Ice Blue. This is another beaver style bait. This reminds me of what is it called? It's from Sonic. It's this like drink, Ocean Blast or whatever. It reminds me of that. It's the exact same color, but you can pair that up with a chatterbait, a spinnerbait, clear water. You're gonna want to use these. They're not gonna show up as well in dirty water. And then you got the bobber stoppers for all your essential needs when it comes to Texas rigging and everything. But I mean, all together, that was a couple $100 worth of baits, and I got the majority of them. I got pretty much all of them at Bass Pro. So you got all these baits, and I just ordered these from their website on Instagram. Check them out. heathensbassfishing.com. You can go to and check that out as well. But all in all, I got some pretty cool baits. I got some decent deals. All of these right here, all the crankbaits, they were on sale. They were 20% off for the XD editions, and then for the normal editions and the lipless, they were all pretty much from $6.50. They were all marked down to like $4.22. So I mean, you save a couple bucks. And then these were originally like $6, and they were $3. So I mean, ultimately, if I paid full price for everything, definitely would have been over probably $220 with tax and everything. But I mean, I ended up with around like $170. So all in all, starting to build all my gear back up. I'm really excited for it. I just thought I'd share it with you guys. And thank you for watching. I appreciate every single person who is subscribed to my channel, and all the people who are still continuing to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be trying to make more and more videos, so trying to pick up the pace a little bit. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on Southwest Fishing.